Welcome to 11th chapter of our comprehensive data science, machine learning and artificial intelligence course. Here, I once again want to show about that virtual environment thing. Those who are already familiar with these things, they please pardon me and they can skip through initial a few minutes. But I am doing this course thinking that the person is total beginner. So suppose this is my Windows PC and here on C drive, if I click, I have my users and in that user is EQ. This course is being developed for EQ analytics. Okay. Now here this is basic DS 5311. That is the folder in which I have put all Jupyter notebooks of all chapters. So if I open that, you can see all Jupyter notebooks are there. But inside that folder, I have to go still inside one another folder which is named same. But that is the virtual environment folder which was created using the command line, and the steps to create that virtual environment are explained in chapter 1. So refer to the chapter 1 lectures, please. And there, in that inside virtual environment, there is this scripts folder and there is this activate script. So if you run that scripts folder, then in that case, you will be able to activate. If you run that activate script, then you will be able to activate your virtual environment. Then you have to come back one directory up from scripts, and then still one directory up from basic DS in inner basic DS 5311 folder, so that now you are in outer basic DS 5311 folder. That means in short you have to come back to that directory where you have stored your Jupyter notebooks, and then you have to execute the command Jupyter lab. All these things which I have described verbally, that we have to do on a command prompt. So I am showing you on a command prompt. So here is my command prompt. I first make a CD to basic DS underscore 5311 because I am already in C users EQ. So that is the directory where all my Jupyter notebooks are stored. And I have made a CD, but we know that inside there is another folder which is having same name, basic DS underscore 5311. So I again have to make, that is the virtual environment folder. So, and inside there is a folder scripts. So I have to make a CD to that. And inside that script there is that activate script. So I have to use that script to activate my virtual environment. Now if you see the prefix of this command line, then this thing in the parenthesis is added. That means that now that virtual environment is activated. You can run Jupyter Lab here also, but then those Jupyter notebooks will not be readily available because they are two directories up. So you have to come out of this and go into this, and then you have to come out of that also and go into that. In short, you have to come out of your virtual environment folder and come back to the folder where Jupyter notebooks are already stored. To come out, that is to go one directory up, the command is cd dot dot. You can see I have come out of scripts. Again cd dot dot, I have come out of basic DS 5311, that is virtual environment folder. Okay, and now I can run Jupyter space lab, enter, and Jupyter Lab will open in a browser. So a Jupyter notebook like this will open. This is the chapter 2, and we had done up to this thing, that is operator precedence. Okay, now let us do this topic, string operations in Python. Handling strings is required in practically each and every project, and whenever you are developing any app using Python or you are doing your data analysis, you have to handle strings. So these string operations are very, very important. Okay, string concatenation. For concatenation, we use plus operator, and the plus operator combines two strings into one. Okay, so this is my one string, hello, and this is my another string, world. And if I want to get hello world as a single word, then I can just write str1 plus str2. However, if you just write that way, then there will not be space between the two words, hello and world. But normally in the language we prefer a space. So that space is also considered a third string. So this is one string, hello, this is one string, space, and this is another string, that is world. Now if you write plus between all and then print, then you will see that plus sign, plus symbol here or plus operator here, that works to join the string. So you can see the output is hello space world. Okay. Now we have seen earlier, here I want to show one important thing, that we have seen earlier that 5 plus 3, and if I press Control Enter, so at that time this plus operator that worked like mathematical or arithmetical addition, sum. Okay, but now here the same plus operator that is working for concatenating two strings or more than two strings. So this phenomena is called operator overloading. Same operator plus works in a different manner depending upon the type of operands, and Python automatically detects the type of operands. You don't need to specify it. So if operands are numbers, then it will do simple arithmetic addition. If operands are strings, then it will do concatenation. Okay, let me delete this. Now string repetition. Repetition is shown by this multiplied symbol. and it repeats a string specified number of times. So the repeated string is string str1. Here my str1 is this hello. So suppose I want to type hello 3 times. So then I can write str1 multiply by 3. Again, this is a case of operator overloading. This multiplication symbol, if the two operands on both sides would have been numbers, say 5 and 3, then this would generate answer 15. But here one is string and other is ordinary number. Then this operator does not do multiplication, but this time it does repetition of same string 3 times. Now you can understand the usefulness of it. Here 3 is fine, you can type hello world 3 times, but suppose some application is there where you need to repeat the same string 10,000 times. So will you type hello, hello, hello 10,000 times? No, you will just write str1, which is my hello, and multiply by 10,000. Okay, let us check. So you can see hello, hello, hello. Okay, so 3 times I am getting it, and the space will not come obviously. If you want to get a space, then you can write from the beginning in hello only, add one space like this. So if you add a space like this, then now if you see, now hello space hello space hello. Okay, so that is also one way of doing things. Now string length, this is very important because we often will require to find the length of a string. Then for that there is a function called length. Now remember, here dot etc. were used, or plus, these were operators, plus multiplication etc. This is called function. Okay, so in that function, in this parenthesis, you just write the string whose length you want to find. And length means what? That also you have to understand. It means the number of characters in the string. Okay, so here my string is hello, and if I count 2 and 2 another and 1 O, so that is 5 characters are there. Okay, so let us check if it gives answer 5. It gives answer 5. Let me see if what happens if I add a space character and then find the length. Means what I want to show is that this number of characters, so does it include the space also? Then yes, it includes the space also, or any other special character also. They are also counted. Okay, so you must remember that it counts number of characters, whether they are alphabetical character or numerical character, or even some special characters. So len function will return the number of characters in the string which is specified in the bracket after it. String slicing. Now this is also one important thing. You have to specify the start from where you want to begin the slicing, and you have to specify the end index where you want to end the slicing. Where index in Python starts from 0, that you have to understand. So suppose this is a string hello world, okay, and that was my concatenated string here hello world, okay, and now I want to separate out only the word hello from it. So this is the 0th character, this is the first character, this is second character, this is third character, and fourth character. So when I write this like this, concatenated string which was hello world 0 to colon 5, then it will start counting from 0 up to 5, but not including 5. Read this in that manner, then it would be very, very helpful. Whenever you see such a symbol, then you write start that, I read it mentally like that I will start counting from 0, and I will go up to 5, but not including 5. So that means you will stop at this O. That space after that O, that will not come. Okay. So you can see only hello, that is the output. So you have sliced the string. Now the question is, suppose someone says that I want to get the world part. Okay, so at that time you have to count. This was the 5th character, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4th character. So the 5th character is the space. So I should take 6th character, that is that W, and go up to 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now if I write just 10, then I just now say that this would mean start from 6 and go up to 10, but not including the 10. So go up to 10 but not including the 10 means that this would not be included, D will not be included. So I should write 11. Okay, and then if you write, then you will see that the world, that is the later part of the string hello world, that will be seen. Okay, so that is one important thing about indexing, that in Python indexing starts from 0, and second thing is that when 0 colon 5 is written, it means start from 0 and go up to 5 but not including 5. Remember that, it will be very useful. Okay, string indexing. So access individual character using positive or negative indices. Now that is easy. Suppose this is the concatenating string, or this is my first string str1 which was hello. Okay, so in that case I would say that this hello, that is the first string that that has total 11 characters. These are first 5 starting from 0 to 4. Then this is the 5th character, and these are 6 to 11 characters. 6, 7, O is 7, R is 8, the L is ninth and D is 10th. But when you want to access the 10th character, you will have to write index 11 because otherwise the 10th character will not come. Okay. So if you want to access any character, then you just write that string and in bracket, in square bracket, write the index of that string. For example, my str1 was hello, and someone says that access this character h. So h is 0th character. So I will write str1 in square bracket 0. So that would become my first character. And last character, if I want to access, then there are two methods. One is this. Last character can be accessed 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that means fourth character actually it is. So I am writing here last underscore character by first method. But that would be equal to str in square bracket 4 because its index is 4. And then I can write print last underscore 1 character also. Okay. So print last underscore character 1. Okay. So I will get the last character that way also. But that is a little bit tedious way because I have to manually count that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to then manually count my see my string and then you have to count and then you can find the last character. But what if suppose you don't know what is the string? For example, user has entered some password or some username and you want to access only the last character of that password. So how should you access? Then you have no way of visually looking the password. So in that case, you cannot count by 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. So at that moment, you can just write negative index. So when you write negative index, -1, and remember negative index means starting from right side. Just like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 means characters are counted from the left side of the string. These are starting from right side of string and go towards left side. So -1 is this O. Remember, while using negative index, we don't start from 0. While going from left to right, we start from 0. But while going from right to left, we start from -1. So -1, then this would be -2, this would be -3, this would be -4, and this would be -5. So last character can be accessed in two different ways. One is count actually what is the index of the last character, which is not a practical way. But second is always whenever any string is given to you, you just write string in square bracket -1 and you will get the last character. You can find, okay, it is str1, sorry. Okay, so first character of hello is str1 0 and the last character is O because there I have not written any this kind of verbal message, but it is the last character O. Okay, last character of hello. And if you use negative indexing, that is this thing, then also you get that the last character of hello is O. So this you must remember, since this method is not practical, counting actually manually a given string, because as I said, often you don't even know what is the string. So last character is always accessed by negative indexing. So I will keep it that way. Okay, fine. Now string uppercase. This is also required many times. String is in lowercase or mixed case, and you have to convert all characters into uppercase. Here, what is my str1? HELLO, and S is capital, rest are small. So it is a mixed case string. But you can write str1 dot upper. Now you can see here we are accessing the index. So it was written in square bracket. Here the length is a function. So you have to supply the string whose length you want to find as an argument. Here this is an operator. So two strings str1 and str2, they are separated by one operator plus that will concatenate them. This is also an operator. So the methods of there are different methods of accessing or doing various operations on strings are multiple different types. Sometimes you use operator, sometimes you use a function like len, sometimes you use some indexing mechanism. Sometimes here also you are using indexing mechanism. Sometimes you use a function again upper. Okay, but this time function is not used that way, that upper in bracket the string, just like len in bracket the string. No, instead string and then dot upper is written. This is called a method. So hello was my string with H capital, but I want everything uppercase, so I am getting that. Now everything in lowercase in that hello, so then I can get that also. Okay, hello world. Okay, then sorry, it was second string, so therefore the string was world, but everything converted into lowercase, so it was lowercase world. Now this title case also you can use. Title case means exactly like this. Okay, where the first character is positive, but the rest of the characters of the string are lowercase. First character is uppercase, the rest of the characters are lowercase. So in that case, the method is this concatenated string. So hello world is my concatenated string dot title. So my string dot title. As soon as you write it that way, this dot title method will be applied, and the string will be converted in such a manner that only first character will remain uppercase. So you can see all rest of the characters are lowercase. First character of first and first character of second. Because whenever there is a space here, so again there should be title case. That is the meaning of title. So uppercase would be coming. But if you would have suppose a string this space would not be there, then in that case hello and world would be together. Then only H would be capitalized in the title case. Okay. Strip. Now this is also very useful. Sometimes while typing, some this kind of empty spaces remain either at the beginning or either at the end. And again the problem is you don't even know how many empty spaces are there, because just by looking it is very difficult to decide how many empty spaces are there. So at that moment you just write string dot strip, whatever is your string dot strip method, and that will remove the leading white spaces also and the trailing white spaces also. So let us check. Yes, it has removed leading and trailing both white spaces. Fine. Then concatenated, this replace. Okay, so replace a given substring with new substring. What is the meaning? My concatenated string was hello space world. Here it was this one, hello space world. Okay, so now suppose I want to replace the world word by some other word. Okay, so then you can do it in this manner. Replace the word world with the word Python. So the word which you are replacing, that is the word which is already existing in your string as a substring, that comes first. And the new word which you want to insert in your string, that comes second. Always remember that. So hello world was the original string, but now it should be converted into hello Python. So replace the substring world with another substring Python. So now it has become hello Python. Okay. So replace is used to replace a substring from a string. Then find. Now that is used to find the position of the substring. For example, in my concatenated string, which was hello world only, I want to find what is the position from where this substring begins. That is world. Okay. So then I do not want to manually calculate starting from 0 and all that. I just use this, and in hello world it will be 6th character that you can see here. Here, starting from 0, these are the first 5 characters. Then the space, so that is the 5th characters. Actually, these are first 4 up to the 4th index, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. First 5 characters, but the index will be 4th. Okay, because it starts from 0. Then this is the 5th index. So what will be the index of the W word? Then it will be 6. So let us see if starts with. So concatenated string starts with, find. So find where the word or that substring begins, or what is the index of the first letter of that substring. That is found by using word find. Okay, and you can get that it is 6th. Then string split. Okay, so concatenated string split. Whenever I split, I don't need to specify anything in between. I just have to mention. Just have to provide empty parenthesis. So wherever there is a space in your string, so between hello and world there is one space. So wherever a space is encountered, from which your string will be splitted into 2 parts. So hello will be one part, and world will be another part, and it will be written as a list. So you can see now it is a list. Now this is very useful in applications like NLP. For example, there is a long statement like say str is equal to, suppose I am going to railway station at 10 in the night. This is that long string, and suppose you are asked that find a list of all the words which are used in this. So I just have to write str.split, and if I press Ctrl Enter, you get that list. And this can be any longer string. It can be even a paragraph of thousands and thousands of words, and you will immediately get the list containing all the words in the paragraph. So in NLP, natural language processing, this split method is very useful. Remaining we will continue in next lecture, or let us continue. Continuity is also important. So join is reverse of split. Split breaks a given longer string into shorter strings wherever it encounters the space, but similar, and it gives a list as an answer. But this join method takes list of words as a argument, and it gives one string, like this kind of one string, by joining all the words and automatically adding the string. So I can write it like this, but what you want to add between them, that you have to specify. So automatically adding, here I want to add space. So then I have written space, that is the operator which I want to put between all these words which will be joined together, dot join list of words. So that means take this list of words, join them into a single string and put space between each consecutive element of the list. So if I do that, then you can see this is the output. This is a test. So you must remember that if you want properly formatted string, then you have to add this and then you have to use dot join, and in bracket you have to provide your list as an argument. Here if I add something else, say asterisk, then that will be added, which is perhaps the behavior which you don't desire. But then this kind of string is obtained. So remember, it is a space, and that means two quotes should not be immediately after each other. After you type one quote, press the space bar, and you will then type the other quote. Okay. So this is a test. Now, then string ends with. So if you want to find what is the last character of a string, then you can write this way. Check if the string is, sorry, not last character, I'm really sorry. But if you want to check if the string is ending with the substring which is specified by you. So my concatenated string was hello space world. Now I am asked to check that you are given a string, you don't know, you cannot visualize it, you cannot look it, but you are asked to check if it is ending with word, this word world. So you can write the string dot ends with and world. Okay, and it gives true. But I write concatenated string ends with Python. Then Python is not the last word, so it gives false. Okay, so that is one another good useful method. Ends with checks if a given string ends with the substring which you will specify in the bracket after the ends with method. Okay, then string is digit. So that is easy because it will check if a given string is entirely made up of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or something like that. So let us take two strings. One is this entirely numbers, while this is having one a. And let us use the function digit string dot is digit and non-digit string dot is digit. So obviously this would give true because all are digits, but this would give false. Okay, so that you can see. So that does not mean this is give false means there is no digit in it, but it means this entire string as a whole is not pure digits. It is alphanumeric, while this is only numeric. Okay. Then similarly you can check if alpha is there. For example, some simple password where application is not very sensitive, then you can just instruct the user that use only alphanumeric characters. Don't use special characters and space or anything. So suppose this is a string which is alpha, only alpha. Okay. Yes, and this is a string which is alphanumeric. So then just like previous text, if it is pure numeric, this text if it is pure alphabetic. Okay. So then you can obviously this will give true because it is pure alphabetic. This will not give true, false, because it is having alphabetic letters as well as numbers. So true and false. Okay, and then first is digit checks if the string is made up of only digits. Is alpha checks if the string is made up of only characters. So is elnum what it will check? Obviously it will check if the string contains alphabetical characters or numbers, but special characters are not allowed. So this is elnum string, only alphabets or numbers, but this is non-elnum string because I have provided one at, which is a special character. So if I use is elnum with this, in bracket this, I write this string, so then I will get true. But is elnum, and then in bracket if I write this string, then it will give false. So you can see then this is true and this is false. You don't have to write in bracket, sorry, but you have to write that string first, and then you have to write dot operator, and then is elnum. Okay, and then the string first in bracket dot first, and then dot is elnum. So is alphanumeric also is done same way, string then dot and then the method name without anything in the parenthesis. Is alpha is also, is digit is also same, string dot. Okay, string dot is digit, string dot is alpha, and string dot is elnum. Okay, so here we stop. Thank you.